Alright guys, we are here with my first go at a trophy list review. I know I've been doing my own trophy logs lately, kind of just going through the trophies I've been earning lately, but I'm wanting to get into the trophy list review community. I'm curious to find platinums I've never heard of, and also just see what people kind of get up to and what they do. It's just going to be an interesting thing to kind of look at and just see how people do things differently from me, because of course everybody does their trophy hunting different. And it'll just remind me of certain games that I tend to forget about and not really remember. But we're going to get into this video. This guy, I'm not sure who he is. The Big Deal UK. What a name. He's got 33 platinums, so not many. I basically just did a completely random um, trophy hunter. I basically just did a random person on PSN profiles. There's basically a list of people who like updated their profile recently. I went with this guy just randomly. It's kind of just the first one I saw. And if you do want to get your trophy list reviewed, just comment down below in the comments and I'll add you to a list and I'll go from there. So yeah, if you would love to see your trophy list reviewed in the future, just put your name, your your PlayStation profile name down below. And I'll have a list ready for the next video and hopefully we'll have some viewers in the next video. But this probably won't be too long of a video. 33 platinums isn't a ton to get through. We'll go through them, and I'll try not to take too long. So, yes, as I said earlier, he's got 33 platinums, a 25.29% completion rate, 517 games played, 15,000 unearned trophies. Not sure if this guy's actually a trophy hunter. He doesn't have a trophy cabinet. He is on PSN profiles, but I don't get the vibe that he's exactly a trophy hunter. Maybe he'll get certain games, but I feel like he doesn't quite go out of his way for it. When you got 517 games played, you're just trying to play some fucking good-ass games, man. You're just trying to have a good-ass time. And that's what he's doing. He'll get the trophies he gets, and he won't get the trophies he doesn't. He accepts that. But going on with our first game, he played American Arcadia. Took him a month and 1 week. It's a 15% platinum. It's not super rare. I'm not sure if that's PSN profiles percentages or if that is. I'm gonna assume that's actual PlayStation because I'm seeing Astro's Playroom as a 4.4 on PSN profiles. I'm pretty sure that's a lot higher. So it's a 15% platinum on PlayStation. So it's kind of high. Very curious what kind of game this is. It looks interesting. I am intrigued. 1 month and 1 week. I want to say maybe it's not too long of a game to platinum, but he does take a while to platinum all of his games anyway. He kind of takes his time with it, as I can see. Astro's Playroom, 2 out of 10, 5-hour game, apparently. I think it's a bit longer than that. It took him 2 years and 4 months to get. So it took him a while for that, and he hasn't gotten 100%. Maybe it's because he's playing. Actually, he's not playing. He might be playing Astrobot, but he doesn't have the platinum. So I'm not sure. And then going on to the next game, we got both of the Batman Telltale games. Both took several months, 9 months, 2 weeks, 6 months, and 5 days. If I had to guess, he probably went ahead and just beat the game and then went back another time to plat it, which would be around these times. That's how I'm going to assume he did it. Not exactly sure, though. He actually got American Arcadia pretty recently, too. June 27th, 2025. Okay. He got Call of the Sea. Okay. See, now that's a game you tend to see platinum hunters have. Trophy hunters, I should say. Platinum hunters isn't really a term used too often, but you tend to see trophy hunters have Call of the Sea. It's a 2 out of 10, 3-hour game. It's not long at all. Again, took him 4 months and 4 weeks to get. Definitely makes me feel like he's the kind of guy who plays a game, kind of like I do. I do have games where I'll just go for the platinum, but I tend to play a game and then go back another time to do the cleanup so that I'm not too bored with the game or just like, really slow down or get burnt out. That's the vibe I'm getting here. Is that maybe he had to go play the game again to get some cleanup trophies, and he's like, nah, I beat the game, I'll go back when I go back. He got that, actually, on the same day that he got American Arcadia. Okay, that's cool. And then he had the Cat Quest games, another game you tend to see trophy owners have because they're pretty fun, but they're also pretty simple in the platinum. I mean, a 24.5% on PlayStation is crazy, and a 12%. 12-hour, 10-hour game, both 3 out of 10s. He got them about a year apart. One took him 3 weeks and 3 hours, so he got that very quickly. And then this one was 11 months and 3 days. So he actually, by the looks of it, played Cat Quest 2 probably right after he played Cat Quest. But he probably got burnt out of the Platinum experience and decided he'd Platinum it another time. Or just play it another time. But yeah, those are the two Cat Quest games. Doesn't look like... I think there's a third one. Doesn't look like he played that. He got Day of the Tentacle for good things about that game. It's 2 out of 10, 6 hours. 7 years and 7 months. That's cool to see. I do like that. I love seeing the really, really long times get done over time. That's cool. He's got Donut County. That is also kind of a common game to see with Platinum Hunter or with Trophy Hunters. It's a 42% Platinum, 1 out of 10, 3 hours. I wouldn't really call it what do they call it? Not trophy not like Platinum slop. I'm thinking of like a like a gimme Platinum. That's kind of what I'm thinking. I wouldn't call Donut County exactly that because it's still like it's a game. You know, like it's a good, solid game and it's fun to play. Like, I would be playing this to experience it and not just to get the Platinum, although I would get the Platinum at the same time if I did it. But there's those games like, you know, like the fucking My Name is Mayo. That's not a video game. That's a thing where you tap your button a few times and you get the Platinum. So yeah, I consider that just like a solid, fun experience and good to get the Platinum as well. Escape Academy. 1 out of 10, 1 hour. Wow. He got the Platinum, not the 100%, 5.7%. 100% is actually very similar. Took him 4 days and 18 hours. So I'm going to kind of assume that he probably did it a bit more legitimate than just following a guide. If you follow the guide with a game like this, it's probably, you know, that 1 out of 10, 1 hour, because you're just following the... It's called Escape Academy. I'm going to assume it's puzzles. If you're just following a guide that tells you how to do the puzzles, it's going to take you no time at all. But if you do the game legit, it'll take you a little bit, but probably just not too long. Full Throttle, that's a cool one to see. 2 out of 10, 2 hours. He got the Platinum for that one. 4 years and 9 months. With me looking at the dates of a lot of these games, I'm actually going to assume he might be a trophy hunter. A lot of this stuff is kind of in the like 2023 and beyond. Makes me feel like he's gone back to a lot of games to get the Platinum. That's what I'm starting to think here. Next, he got the Game of Thrones Telltale, but he got this Platinum on January of 2018, so he got that a while back. Took him 2 years and 9 months. Again, probably one playthrough and then another later on. And then he got Ghost of Tsushima. 3 to 10, 50 hours. One I definitely want to get my hands on. 7.3% Platinum. He does not have the 100%. It is the PS5 or PC version, so he's playing one or the other. Probably PS5. Sucks that I have the PS4 version because I don't really want to double stack it. But I'll have to make that decision when it comes. But yeah, he got the Platinum for that. That's a really good one. It's a grindy one, 50 hours. Took him 2 years and 10 months. Again, 2025. Actually, very, very recently. July 16th. Next, well, yeah, so it was Cat Quest 2, July 11th, 2025. July 17th, 2025. He was active in July of 2025. 3 Platinums that month. And then he had American Arcadia and Call of the Sea just before July. Then he got Horizon Forbidden West. Interesting. So he got Horizon Forbidden West, but not Horizon New Dawn. Because Forbidden West, I think, is the sequel, but he didn't get the first one platinumed. Took him 1 month and 1 week, so he just went for it. Must have really liked the game. 3 to 10, 35 hours, 6.3%. Probably had a really good time that month. Ooh, there's a good one. You'd love to see a list like this, and then all of a sudden something like this just peeps out. Hunt Showdown. Buddy is a fucking fan of this game. 0.8% platinum, 6 out of 10, 150 hours. Took him 2 years and 10 months. That's a platinum I really do want. I love Hunt Showdown. Did not know it was that grindy, so that'll be interesting when I get around to it. But that is a good-ass platinum on this list. He's had some good platinums, nothing too long. You know, he had Ghost of Tsushima, Horizon Forbidden West, though, and then Hunt Showdown, all 3 in a row. Those all very grindy games. But so far, it was a lot of shorter stuff. And then we just get hit with a big boy like this, and it's like, that's where a lot of your time went. That's where a ton of your time went. Next game is Hunt Showdown on the PS5. So we got the double. Okay, he auto-popped it. August 18th, 2024, it's a 2% platinum. He platinumed it in 0 seconds. So he just went ahead and auto-popped. Yeah, I mean, it's like controversial auto-popping. It's something I don't personally do, and I don't ever really want to do. But I can't say that forever, you know, maybe my mind will change on that. But you know, when I will say when a guy grinds 150 hours on the game, by all means, if you really do want the platinum again and you just want to auto pop it, you have every right to. You have every right to anyway, even if it's a short one. But especially when it's a very grinding game, it feels like you earn 2 platinums. I also think the PS4 version is, I think it's unplayable now. It's not that it's unplayable, but like they fully ported it to the PS5 version. So even if you get a PS4 copy, I think you just get a PS5 version. I think. I'm not 100% on that. But that's just, I think that. And that probably explains why it's a 0.8%, which is crazy low. Yeah, good on him, though, to have those 2 platinums. Those 2 ones are pretty hard. 2% and 0.8%. Next, he's got Insomnus. 1 out of 10, 2-hour game, 22% platinum. Took him a month and 6 days. I do like that I see that this guy takes a while for these short games. It makes me feel like he's enjoying them. You know, he's not really just straight going for the platinum. He just wants to get it done immediately. Because if that was the case, he'd get it done in one night. But the only one I've seen that it gets done super quickly is Donut County. So I do, at least I'd like to think that it's him enjoying the game to its fullest, which would be really cool, and I do like that. Oh, I see it. I see it at the bottom of my screen. Man. I hate that. I can't lie. You got 33 platinums, and My Name is Mayo is taking up one of those already? That is tough, bro. 4th of March, 2025. He broke. He broke and gave in. Completed it in 30 minutes. It's a 75% platinum. That is tough, man. You hate to see it. You got Pinball Heroes. This is more of a game to me than My Name is Mayo. I have Pinball Heroes. It's a fun-ass time, and it's not long. 1 out of 10, 1 hour. I probably took a few hours to get it done. I actually think I took a little while to get this done. 2 days and 20 hours for him. If it took me a few hours, it would have been my fastest platinum, but it's not. I think I took my sweet time with Pinball Heroes because it's just a fun game. So yeah, that I don't see that the same way I see My Name is Mayo. Especially when it's a 14% compared to almost a 76. Quake 2, 2 out of 10, 6 hours. Completed 5 months and 1 week. It's 6.8%. It's only got 14 trophies. Wow. If I remember correctly, I think Quake 1 is really hard, but Quake 2 is really easy. I wonder why that is. Took him 5 months and 1 week, though, so if this is some sort of exploit that makes it super easy, I don't think that's what he did. Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart, that's a good one. 2 years and 5 months. So kind of like when I said it looks like he started trophy hunting. 9.4%. Okay, that's a good one. I don't have it myself yet. I'd love to get it, though. Return of the Obra Dinn. He's getting some of these really good indie ones that aren't hard to get for platinums, but are really, really solid games that I myself still have to get. A 17.3% took him 9 months and 3 weeks. Again, in October, which makes me feel like wasn't really trophy hunting yet, then went back to it afterwards. Feels like 2023 was a huge cleanup year for this guy. Road 96 took him 7 months and a week. 1 out of 10, 8 hours. Probably just got bored of it or something. 6.1%. Not a hard platinum. It's really interesting. 11 gold trophies and then just 1 platinum trophy. That is a really, really short list. I don't know if I've ever seen a platinum list that's as low as 12. I thought 14 for Quake 2 was really low. 12 trophies is crazy. To still have a platinum at least. That's crazy. RoboCop Rogue City, the platinum I'm going for right now. 4.6% platinum, 2 months and 3 days. Got it in February 2025. Great game, man. Great game so far. I am fucking loving this game. Cannot wait to play Unfinished Business. RoboCop Rogue City, amazing game. Love to see that platinum here. Love to see the representation of it, man. Love to see it. Next, we got Storm Boy. I actually own that game. I accidentally bought it. I think I put it in my shopping cart at one point, bought something else without thinking, and then just ended up buying that. I'm never going to play it. I don't like how it's a 90% platinum. Like, it's a gimme platinum. It has to be. I don't know. It's a 12 trophies as well. Oh, shit, okay. I guess I don't really know much about it, but when it gets to the 90% range, it makes me wonder. Like, is it more of a game or is it more of a fucking easy platinum list to get, you know? I'm not really sure. Maybe it does have a nice story to it. Maybe it does. But it took him 25 minutes and 34 seconds to get. Next game he got was Tacoma. 55 minutes, 43 seconds. Very, very quick one. 35.2% platinum. I wonder what kind of game this is. It looks interesting. I'm actually kind of intrigued by it. I'll check it out. It does look really easy, but it looks interesting. Tales from the Borderlands is his next one. Took him 7 years and 5 months. He's got a lot of the Telltale games, which honestly, a lot of people do see them as easy, but it is a bit of a slog to get through, like mentally. You have to usually play the game twice. If not, you do have to play through a quite lengthy playthrough of doing everything you need to, and, you know, that can be pretty draining. But he got it done in 7 years. Not a PS4 one, though, so he got it... Wow, so wait, that was back in 2016? All right, what a year and after that. Thank goodness you're here. I like that. That's the one I'm excited to play. It's really expensive for digital, but I got the physical copy, which is pretty much around the same price. But yeah, it's a very simple and easy game. It just seems like it's a really good and fun time. It's a 2 out of 10, 5 hours. He got it in 4 hours and 13 minutes. It's a 15.6% platinum. Yeah, not super rare. Not super common still, but I'm really excited to play that game when I eventually get my hands on it. I already see the top of the next one. I'm excited for this one too, The Forgotten City. 2 out of 10, 15 hours, 4 times playthroughs. 8 months and 1 day, 3.4% platinum. Again, another one I'm really excited to play. That one looks really, really good too. And I've only heard amazing things about it. And I do think I own it. I do think I got a copy of it. Next is The Walking Dead. This is the PS4 version, and it's a 1 out of 10, 10 hours. I don't know if this is the... He got it in 3 days and 8 hours. I don't know if this is the one where... I think this is the one where it's not all of it in one go. It is the season 1 or however many, and it gives you a platinum for it. And you can, like, get multiple platinums out of each season. I think that's how this one is. I don't think this is the one that's, like, all of them. But, yeah, cool to get that platinum, 45%. Like I said, this guy's got his hands on almost all Telltale games at this point. Next one is 12 Minutes. That's a cool one. I remember playing this game on launch, and I struggled. It's a 2 out of 10, 6 hours, 11.4% platinum. Took him 3 hours and 24 minutes. That's really quick. That makes me do wonder if he followed a guide. Like, that's shockingly fast. I remember I played this all night, and I couldn't find out some of the things you had to do, because just some of the things you had to do were really, really weird. Like, you would never guess it. Next is Unpacking, though. Took him 1 week and 5 days to get that. 1 out of 10, 4 hours, 17%. He likes his simple platinums, man. He doesn't like the crazy shit, and I don't blame him for that. I really don't. He plays some really good games. He plays some short games as well. He definitely leans towards the shorter stuff, but he makes exceptions. He does. All of these here are pretty short, but you gotta think he played, like, Hunt Showdown, which was crazy. He did a 50-hour plat somewhere up here. Where was it? Yeah, Ghost of Tsushima. He did Horizon Forbidden West. Like, he's willing to do other stuff. Ah, okay. And then What Remains of Edith Finch was his last one. 2 to 10, 2 hours. Completed in 4.5 hours, 19%. Okay. I don't want to judge the list yet. I want to see all of his milestones and everything else like that, and see what it says. So, first trophy he earned was 11 years ago, and it was Destiny. Okay. So he's a pretty old account. That's like right around the PS4 launch is when he got into this, when he started playing PlayStation. Wolfenstein: The Old Blood 2 years later was his 500th trophy. His 1000th trophy was only a year later under The Walking Dead. And his first platinum was The Walking Dead as well. Then he ended up getting a trophy in Psychonauts for his 1337th. 1500th trophy was for Knowledge is Power. Makes me feel like that's the trophy name, but that's the game name. Interesting. 2000th trophy, 6 years ago, XCOM 2. It's It's a tough fucking game. At this rate, he's like earning 500 trophies a year. It's interesting. 5 years ago, he earned his 2,500th. Yep, a year later for Fall Guys. 4 years later, he earned his 3,000th in Destiny 2. I say 4 years later. I'm saying 4 years ago is what I mean. 3 years ago, Surviving Mars was his 3,500th. I don't even know what game that is. I think, actually, I might. Might be one of those, like, city building games. Alan Wake, his 4,000th. His 10th platinum was Tacoma. His 45th 100th trophy was 2 years ago for the Dark Pictures anthology Man of Medan. So he is into those games, which are kind of like Telltales, but they're like horror. Hunt Showdown 12 months ago was his fastest platinum. Yep, because it was 0 seconds. Makes sense. 5,000th trophy was 12 months ago for Forbidden West, and also his 20th platinum was Forbidden West. His 30th platinum was Cat Quest 2, and his latest platinum was Donut County 4 weeks ago. His rarest trophies are Hunt Showdown, Among Legends for the PS5. This looks like it's showing PSN profile rates because it's at 2% 0.8. So I wonder if this is his PS4 version. It might be. Prison Architect was another one. Don't Scratch the Paint for World of Tanks. That's interesting. Hell Let Loose. And Hell Let Loose again. This is a Hell Let Loose fan. Maybe he'll get that platinum at some point. If we go to his, not trophy log, but his stats. Let's see stuff here. So his game rank average is a D. Average of 23.51%. I think that's a rarity. No, it's not. This is actually his completion rate. Then why is there a completion rate here that's different? That is interesting. I wonder how this is different from this one. His actual rarity percentage is 52%, which is pretty high. I feel like that's pretty high. Like how often he gets like a more common one? 52%. Okay. Which I guess it'll always lean towards the more even amount. I say I think it's more common, but really I don't have many accounts to work off of. I haven't reviewed many accounts. Multi-platform 30, PS3. He did have a PS3 game in there. Okay. Interesting. That may have been Destiny then, if that was his first trophy 11 years ago. It may have been Destiny on the PS3. PS4, 298 games, and PS5, 188. Okay. Yeah, he has almost 6,000 trophies total. And as you can see here, really wasn't doing much. This is his monthly progression, though. Goddamn, 1 month there, he went crazy in October. So yeah, in 2014, like, he really wasn't doing much, and then this is how most accounts you kind of see it. It just starts rising up. They start playing more games, but then they start going after more and more and more trophies. And that's how we're at where we are at today, 33 platinums. Earns most of his trophies right in the middle of the day, right towards the evening. And he earns the most trophies on average on Sunday. Sunday and Monday. Okay. Saturday is actually a pretty weak day. He doesn't do much on a Saturday. Interesting. All right, well, I like parts of the profile. I do. But, ooh, I love when you have tools up platinum. That's a good one, 2.3%. If I really had to give it a rating out of 10, it really, at the moment, sits more towards like a 4 or 5 out of 10 to me. You have a rare trophy in there, and you have rare stuff. But the biggest gripe I have is how often you are getting really quick and easy platinums. And it really makes me wonder if, like, are you platinuming these games because you like them? Or are you platinuming them because they're specifically easy? Sure, I do platinum games that, I don't always platinum games because I like them, I guess, per se. I kind of just do it to, like feel completed in a way. But this account almost feels like it goes out of its way at times to do games that are more easy than not. Sure, you got a Hunt Showdown in there, and you got a Forbidden West and a Ghost of Tsushima, which are longer grinds, but then you got your Full Throttle, Escape Academy, Donut County, fucking Day of the Tentacle, Cat Quest 1 and 2 I guess are fine because they're still grindy, but you got Call of the Sea, you know, you got your Pinball Hero, your My Name is Mayo, Insomnus. It's just like Quake 2 is a good game, but it's a 6-hour platinum, so like, but you did take 5 months, so maybe that one you just played. Yeah, Road 96, but that did take him 7 months. I'm very mixed on this account, but then he's got Storm Boy and Tacoma and, you know, Unpacking and What Remains of Edith Finch, and then you did 12 minutes in 3 hours, and then it's a thing where there's a lot of very quick platinums on this account. There's a lot of very quick ones. And I'm not saying this guy exactly played bad games, although there are some, like My Name is Mayo, which is not even really a game. So I don't like seeing that in a trophy list, although I'm sure I'm going to see it in a lot of them. But I will sit at a 5 out of 10 with this guy. I would go down to a 4, but he has really good games in here. He still has played Astro's Playroom. He plays the Telltale games, which I don't think are, you know, grubby platinums at all. I think they're amazing. They're great games, awesome. I love seeing people who can persevere and get through that shit, because it's boring as hell. I did it with Detroit Become Human, and man, that shit was tough. Ghost of Tsushimi's got Forbidden West, and then he's got the Hunt Showdown, man. You can't ignore the Hunt Showdown. And he's just got solid games all around in here. He's got bad stuff, but he's got good stuff too. What keeps it at a 5 out of 10 is the, you know, he's only got 33 platinums, and there is a lot of very, very quick trophies. There's a lot of very, very quick platinums in here. So I'm going to keep it at a 5 out of 10. And that's how it's just, I'm going to sit it at that. I'm not going to change it in the future because there's no need for that. We'll move on from this. But yeah, guys, you know, drop your accounts in the comments below so I could check out your accounts next. And yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this little trophy list review. It was fun to do. It's going to be interesting to see what kind of games I see in the future. I already seen some stuff in here that I've never seen before. So I'm definitely interested to see what I see next. But yeah, guys, I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.